I go back and forwards, to be honest with you. Like, when I talk to Bud, I kind of like, he convinces me that he's going to win the fight because he's such a believer in his own ability, and he's very convincing.
Terence Crawford, Canelo.
Yeah, I believe Terence Crawford is going to be in top shape, and I believe he's good enough to outpoint Canelo. But I believe the power would be a challenge, if you will. So I'm gonna say Terence Crawford.
Terence Crawford?
Because I think Terence Crawford is the best boxer in the world.
The tool set that like Crawford brings to the table, it's so diverse, it's so well-rounded against Canelo, who it's a bit of a rinse and repeat thing, right? You know what you're going to get from him constantly, and Crawford always seems to find the answers.
Boxing insiders are ringing warning bells for Canelo Alvarez as he gears up to face the elusive Terence Crawford. Despite Canelo's renowned iron chin and methodical knockout power, devastating hooks and body attacks that have dismantled opponents, many pros caution that Crawford's speed and tactical brilliance could turn the tide.
What y'all going to see in this fight with Bud Crawford versus Canelo is, one, he beat Errol Spence. And Biz thought Spence would win. That lets you know. And he walks around 186. 186? Him fight at 168 ain't moving up. No way. He's going to be bigger, stronger, better wrestler, quicker, more skillful, best footwork, a great chin. And the fight that he had with Madrimov, do you understand how shifty and tricky Madrimov is? With Madrimov, the tricks and the shiftiness that he displayed against Ortiz had Ortiz boggled. Madrimov only lost to Ortiz because that's how tricky he is. That was the trick. Y'all don't get it. Y'all don't get it, dog.
Dmitry Bivol, the only man to beat Canelo Alvarez in recent years, has shared his blueprint for Crawford to follow suit. Bivol emphasizes that Crawford must get used to the power and pressure at 168 pounds, noting that this higher weight class brings a whole new level of physical intensity. Equally crucial, he highlights that Crawford's mental readiness must match his physical preparation. Fear or hesitation can cause the body to melt under pressure. Confident in Crawford's adaptability, awkward style, and dual stance advantage, Bivol believes Bud has the skills to neutralize Alvarez's strengths.
How would you give the blueprint to Terence to beat Canelo Alvarez?
Just need to do his job, what he's doing well. You know, he's changing his stance, he's moving a lot, you know, he's keeping distance. Like this he could win, of course, not with changing punches with him.
Who do you think has more power out of the two?
Canelo, of course, he got used to this weight class more than Crawford. He need to get used to this power, even he's big.
So how does Canelo beat Crawford? Do you think that's a stoppage?
He could beat him, he could stop him. It could happen anyhow, you know, from both of the sides. And Canelo, of course, will try to find some hard punch.
Crawford himself believes that his greatest edge isn't power, but elite fight IQ and adaptability. In recent interviews, he explained that he doesn't need a knockout just to outsmart Canelo. He plans to feel out Alvarez early, then adjust mid-fight and pick apart gaps. Crawford emphasized his ability to switch stances, bait, and disrupt rhythm, turning Canelo's pressure into a moving target.
I feel I got the speed over Canelo. I got the reach over him. He might got the size, the power. I got the better skills, boxing skills.
Would it be more of a cat and mouse? The reality is Canelo does put people out. From Kirkland to Amir Khan to just...
Don't do
obviously,
I'm just saying, man.
No, but he's not. Kovalev.
Kovalev was older. He does.
Billy Joe.
Does. Don't get me wrong. He does have a lot of power, but all those guys that you named is not as skillful as me. I'm sorry. No disrespect to none of those fighters. The skill level is night.
So how do you see a fight with Canelo go?
It's a tough fight. Canelo is a great fighter. Like, I always had respect for Canelo, but I just believe in my skills. The fact that people doubt me, it just fueled me even more. Try to get the fight even more. And I'm watching him, I'm like, man, I can beat this dude. I've been fighting people bigger than me all my life, and I always came out on top. You gonna get hit. It's a fight. He gonna get hit too. It'll be good.
He's not gonna beat me. Don't worry about it. He's not gonna beat me. Don't worry about it. I think this fight is gonna be in the books of the history of boxing for sure. That's for sure.
For sure, them belts coming with me. They coming home with me. I'm telling you right now.
You can see it, but it's gonna be difficult. You take it to your
I'm taking them. And ain't nothing you gonna be able to do about it come fight night.
I know Turkey is in your corner,
I promise you.
but look, it's
All
gonna
right.
be very difficult. He's gonna be so mad that day. Believe me.
I see you. I see you. You see I'm different.
I see you too.
You see I'm different than all the other ones.
No, I see you. No, you don't know different. You're nothing different.
I'm different.
Nothing different.
I'm different.
We'll see.
You gonna see.
We'll
you know
see.
it.
We'll see.
We gonna see.
Hall of Famer Andre Ward has thrown his support behind Crawford in the coming super middleweight clash with Canelo. Acknowledging the daunting two-division leap Crawford is making, Ward remarked, "I'm going with Terence Crawford. I am not betting against Terence Crawford against anybody right now," urging skeptics to consider that it's hard to break his will or outthink his elite ring IQ.
I'm going with Terence Crawford. You know, big weight jump, a dangerous fight, but somebody's got to prove to me that they can break Terence Crawford's will and that he can't figure it out against you. You know, it ain't no disrespect toward Canelo, but I've said this the last couple of years. I'm not betting against Terence Crawford against nobody right now. You got to show me that you can beat him.
But in terms of his resume, the opponents that he fought, right? And people say he fought this name and fought that name. Where did he fight that name when he fought him? He 32. He coming off 2 losses. He 35. Kovalev, when he fought Kovalev was cooked. He wasn't the crusher. He wasn't the undefeated guy. He had lost that. And I'm not knocking the hustle, but you lose me when you start saying I'm the best fighter in the world. Or you lose me when you feel like you don't have to fight the best, but then everybody else got to fight the best. Canelo is a really good fighter, man. But you don't really know how good you are until you fight the other best. Like even Dimitri Bivol, the dude you lost to. You got to give him credit for going up in weight, but I feel like he miscalculated though.
Meanwhile, former two-division champion Sean Porter believes a clash with Terence Crawford would be far more balanced than most give it credit for, firmly calling it a 50-50 fight. He highlights Crawford's reach, height, ring generalship, and smooth combination punching as substantial advantages, urging fans not to fixate solely on size or strength. Porter also notes that Canelo, while still a dangerous fighter, is no longer the same as he was 3 or 4 years ago.
The others say, like, no, that's 2 more weight classes. Like, once he gets touched by Canelo, it's going to be different.
I am concerned about him absorbing a Canelo punch, especially through the course of 12 rounds. We do know this about Canelo. He's going to slow down, you know. So I think, if anything, Canelo would try to start fast and bang on him and break him down before he gets later, and he's still got that kind of steam. But, you know, there's so many components that make a champion. There's so many components that make a great, a legend. It's just so much to go into. It's a conversation that lasts an hour easily when we talk about all of the components that Terence Crawford has, all of the components that Canelo have, and how we find how they even out and who trumps one another, you know what I mean? We tried to do that with Errol Spence and Terence Crawford, and we see how that panned out, you know what I mean? So
David Benavidez sees this showdown not just as hype, but as a dramatic crossroads in modern boxing. He acknowledges Crawford's elite ring IQ and adaptability, admitting that if anybody has a chance to beat Canelo, it's Terence Crawford, while cautioning that it's a lot of weight for Crawford to carry upward. Benavidez even gives Crawford a 70% chance to win, crediting his intelligence and potential to hurt Canelo if he properly acclimates to the super middleweight power game.
Terence Crawford, does he have an opportunity to beat Canelo?
I think if anybody has a chance to beat Canelo, I think it's Terence Crawford. His IQ is on another level. He's a great fighter and he's strong. It's just that it's a lot of weight. I wouldn't be surprised if Terence Crawford wins. Wouldn't be surprised if he loses either. Terence Crawford, when he went up against the best opposition, like Errol Spence, he showed what level he's on, what type of dog he is. I don't know. You really have to let these fights play out to see what happens. He might get hurt. That might activate him to come back strong.
Could you still make 68?
I don't want to make 68.
No, I know you don't. Terence wins 68.
Yeah, well, if that's, yeah, I can make 168.
Crawford's a little guy, you know. He's coming up 2 divisions to fight Canelo Alvarez, and you think he's going to go toe-to-toe with Canelo? Come on, man. You know, Terence Crawford's a great fighter, really good fighter, but that's too much weight for him. So he's going to try to survive and move around and try to win the round. That's what's going to happen. I think Canelo, at this stage right now, his legs are not the same. You know, the body's not responding the same. So I think he's going to have problems trying to catch Terence Crawford, to be honest with you. And I think it's going to be the same fight. You know, I think it's going to be a boring fight. It's going to. I'm hoping that, you know, it's a little bit exciting because I heard that Canelo was the worst fight ever on pay-per-view to throw the less punches in history. So we're hoping to see a great fight, a good fight, but that matchup is not a matchup to be exciting.
Four-division champion Mikey Garcia confidently predicts that Crawford can outsmart Canelo Alvarez in their potential super middleweight clash. Though acknowledging Canelo's size and power at 168 pounds, Garcia insists Crawford's superior boxing IQ and versatility could pay dividends. "I think Crawford is going to win. I think he's going to box him," Garcia said in a recent interview, emphasizing Crawford's stellar skills and mental acuity despite inactivity since August 2024. He trusts Crawford's ability to control the fight with movement and strategic ring craft, even against a physically imposing opponent.
Very different situation, different opponents, different styles of fighting. So it's not. I can't really quite compare the fight, side by side. But it does face challenges. Every time you move up in weight, fighters are bigger, naturally bigger. They can take a bigger punch. They can give a better punch too. They're heavier. But this is a different matchup. Canelo's not as fast, not as aggressive. He kind of goes on cruise control. He's not one to use his strength as size to dominate all the time. Sometimes, like I say, just cruise control, which allows Crawford, I think, to fight a little bit more comfortable. Crawford's IQ, I think, is superb. So I'm actually thinking he might pull it off.
If you were Crawford, how would you fight Canelo?
Box, counterpunch, box, switch. From left-handed to right-handed, just make it complicated for Canelo and win a decision. You're not going to hurt him, so win a decision.
So who do you think is going to win?
I think Crawford's going to win.
You think Crawford?
I think Crawford's going to win.
By decision?
By decision.
What happens when he takes a shot from Canelo? One of those uppercuts from Munguia or those...
He could get dropped, or he feels it enough to be like, fuck this, I'm boxing. And goes on the bicycle and turns southpaw for the rest of the night. And I wouldn't blame him either. Fuck it, you're gonna go in there and collect a fucking paycheck at that point.
Right.
You're not gonna go get hurt.
Right.
What good is it to get fucking 20, 30 million if you are fucking hurt physically, end up in the hospital and hurt just physically, life-changing, you don't want that shit.
But you think Canelo could hurt him? It could be life-changing?
Good, he's that big, fool. One punch could fucking knock him out bad enough to hurt his eye socket or detached retina. You never fucking know.
Right.
So no one wants that shit.
Crawford said if he beats him, he's in the top 3 GOATs of all time.
Oh, for sure. If Crawford beats Canelo, then for sure. Give him all the fucking props in the world, bro. And he actually does have a chance. It's not like he doesn't have a chance. Don't be too surprised if he fucking pulls it off in the decision.
Legendary 8-division champion Manny Pacquiao has shared sharp observations ahead of the Canelo Alvarez versus Terence Crawford super middleweight showdown. While recognizing the sheer challenge of Crawford moving up to battle a well-established champion, Pacquiao believes the key lies in more than brute strength. He acknowledged Canelo's abilities but urged Crawford to lean into his strengths, saying his advice is to focus on speed and the style, and also the strength.
Canelo Crawford, good fight. Good fight. No. Canelo has advantage because Crawford moving up, but my advice to Crawford is like maintain the speed, improve the speed, and improve the strength. Because it's hard to go up in high weight and maintain your speed. So speed is the key. Like he should focus on speed, footwork, and improve the power.
Thank you guys. Thank you guys.
You're the best ever.
Thank you guys.
Amir Khan, the rare fighter to have shared the ring with both Canelo Alvarez and Terence Crawford, firmly believes Crawford holds the edge. Reflecting on his experiences where Crawford's footwork and ring IQ made him extremely hard to hit, unlike Canelo, Khan suggests that if Crawford doesn't get caught with any of Canelo's hard shots, Crawford can win the fight easily. He praises Crawford's precision, movement, and slickness, contrasting it with Canelo's fading consistency. As Khan sees it, timing may be perfect for Crawford to outbox and overcome the Mexican superstar.
I think that Crawford could beat him because Crawford is a big 147 fighter and is strong as well, which a lot of people don't give him the credit for. I think that fight, if it does happen, as long as Crawford stays away and just boxes and be smart, he can win that fight. I think Crawford's a better fighter than Charlo, and he's a smart fighter as well. He switches and everything, so that would be a very good fight.
ESPN's most prominent commentator, Stephen A. Smith, didn't hesitate when asked who he saw emerging victorious in this once-in-a-lifetime clash. He immediately picked Terence Crawford. He repeated Crawford's name multiple times, saying he would pick Crawford without any hesitation. Smith declared he loves Canelo, but Crawford will beat Canelo by decision. He stressed that while Canelo's power is legendary, a mobile, technically precise boxer can outpoint him, and Crawford's switch-hitting movement and speed make him the artful disruptor Canelo has yet to face.
You got a love for boxing.
Yes,
Who
love
gonna
boxing.
win the fight, man? That's coming up, the biggest
Crawford.
fight in boxing.
Crawford.
Huh?
Crawford. I'm not hesitating. Crawford. I'm not even hesitating. Crawford.
You
will
gonna stand on that all the way to September 13th?
I love Canelo. Crawford will beat Canelo. Crawford will beat Canelo by decision. I can't see anybody knocking out Canelo Alvarez. But I do believe that if you can box and you can move, that you can beat Canelo. You can outpoint him.
That's right.
When I think about Canelo, one of the things that I don't like about Canelo, despite his greatness, and a neck as wide as Broadway for crying out loud,
Right.
it's like almost every shot has to be a power shot.
It's a power shot, yeah.
That's not beating Crawford. I will confess, I think Gervonta Davis's trainer, Cal, I think he said this. He said Crawford could find himself in trouble if he decides to engage with Canelo, because Canelo is the naturally bigger, strong fighter. And I don't care that Crawford's gotten bigger, and I don't care that Crawford's gonna go in there just as big as Canelo. Canelo is accustomed to fighting at the weight, and Crawford is not. And Canelo is a genius in this regard. You don't see him show up for fights not ready. He's always ready.
always prepared.
He's always
You
ready.
gotta
He's
give him that.
always prepared. So I think he's the slower fighter, though. And I think that Crawford is brilliant as a boxer. And I think that between switching to conventional and southpaw, using his jab and movement, I think that Crawford is going to outpoint Canelo because he's faster. But I don't think he's gonna knock him out.
Up-and-coming Olympian Omari Jones, fresh off a stellar 2024 showing and an undefeated start to his pro career, has emphatically thrown his support behind Terence Crawford. Speaking with TMZ Sports, Jones asserted that Crawford will brutally defeat Canelo Alvarez in their clash at Allegiant Stadium on September 13, 2025. He believes Crawford has made the weight gain in the right way, and that his rigorous training and unwavering determination have him poised to upset the Mexican superstar.
I just feel like Crawford, he just has the grit, and like me personally meeting Crawford several times, it's like the man is just so competitive. It's like I don't even have to say nothing to him. He'll just like, man, when we sparring, it's like his competitiveness is always gonna put him over the edge, and then he just has that like, I'm not gonna let you bully me, or his skill set. And it, I know they talk about Charlo when Charlo moved up, but I feel like it may be a little bit different for Canelo this time around, because Crawford took the weight, the moving up in weight classes serious. He did the dieting, he did the training. So I feel like when you put in work like that, it's a win-win. So.
Bill Haney has been fiery and emphatic in his commentary surrounding the fight. He boldly declared that Crawford will beat Canelo into a bloody pulp, calling him the best fighter in the world and dismissing any notion that size or fame matters when facing Crawford. Later, Haney issued a warning to Crawford, urging caution not only inside the ring, but against any potential doping concerns linked to Canelo's camp.
Canelo Crawford, what's your breakdown of the fight?
Huh?
Canelo against Crawford, what's your breakdown?
Man, when you talking about these big fights, you whispering. You talking, huh? You said Canelo and Crawford?
Yeah.
Man, come on, man. That's the biggest fight, you know what I mean, in boxing right now. Canelo and Crawford. Crawford stepping up. Man, it's so big, you got Muhammad over there saying something about it. That's how big it is. It came off the bench from the 60s, right, Muhammad? You go back in the 60s? Yeah, well, listen. Canelo is big. And shout out to Crawford stepping up. But does Crawford have to be worried about more things than just boxing?
Uh-oh.
Absolutely.
Uh-oh. Let's go.
I didn't say he has to do any accusing, nor we would do that, but I'm saying is, let's worry. If you watch what happened to Devin, Devin just came out and said the damage is done after the fight. You can never go and repair that. So let's be cautious, let's be prepared, and at the very least, join 365 VADA, 365 drug testing like Devin is doing.
Jose Benavidez Jr. has made a bold declaration. Crawford is a beast, expressing firm belief that Bud could beat Canelo at 168 pounds. He underlined Crawford's intelligence, unpredictability, switching stances, and elite ring IQ. While acknowledging Canelo's size advantage, Jose insisted that size doesn't win fights by itself. He confidently picked Crawford to outsmart and defeat the Mexican superstar, asserting Bud's mindset entering the bout is determined to win, not merely survive.
A lot of people are counting Crawford out. Crawford's a he's smart, he knows what he's doing. Canelo, you know, I mean, he's not that big of a guy. He obviously weighs more, but I mean, you can't take nothing from Crawford. He goes in there to win. So I mean, I feel like it'd be a good fight. You know, it sucks that my brother didn't get the opportunity, but I mean, only Canelo knows why it didn't happen. And you just gotta keep moving forward. You know, gotta keep moving forward. But it's gonna be a good fight to watch. I got Crawford on this one. The thing with him, he adjusts. He's a smart motherfucker. He adjusts. He's not only does he switch from southpaw to orthodox, but he's just a smart. He has a high IQ in boxing, you know, and that's what I feel like. All these fighters that go in there to fight Canelo, they already go in there scared, is what I believe, you know, which already beats him, you know. So Crawford's gonna go in there to not gonna go in there to fucking. So I mean, I have it going Crawford, bro. To be honest with you.
WBO lightweight champion Keyshawn Davis doesn't mince words. He firmly backs Terence Crawford to defeat Canelo Alvarez. Davis admires Crawford's complete skill set: power, speed, IQ, footwork, southpaw jab, calling him the more pure boxer. He believes Crawford has what it takes to stop anybody, even Canelo, though he stops short of guaranteeing a stoppage, citing Canelo's proven resilience. Bud can stop anybody. I feel like Bud is going to beat him, Davis said, emphasizing that even a decision win would mark a defining moment for Crawford. Fans on social media are abuzz with the mega showdown. Some hail Crawford's speed and technical finesse. Some suggest it's obvious that Bud is going to do it, undisputed at 5 weights. While others argue weight is a critical factor, questioning whether Crawford can sustain those attributes at 168 pounds. Within boxing communities, analysts are calling this clash one of 2025's biggest, with sentiments like, "This fight should go down as one of the best matchups of all time," countered by those who doubt Crawford's size and resume.
I don't like the fight because Terence Crawford is a good fighter, but in the sport of boxing, it has divisions. You know what I mean? You know?
Right, weight classes.
You know what?
Right?
Yeah, weight classes
for a reason.
Weight classes for and Terence Crawford is a good fighter in super lightweight, welterweight, super welterweight, but I think more. I remember when Terence Crawford fought with Madrimov.
Yes.
He looks slow. He looks with no power, and 3 more divisions. Two more divisions. I think it's a top fight for Terence Crawford, but Terence Crawford is a great fighter. He has a great defense. He has a good combination of punches, but I think the weight class is no good for him.
Do you think Canelo can handle it, or is Crawford on another level? Drop your take in the comments below.